Hey there, I'm Takeshi, and well, I guess you could say I eat, sleep, and breathe soccer. I mean, football. Every morning started the same way. The sun would barely be up, and there I'd be, chasing my dreams one kick at a time.
Remember, Takeshi, dreams are built one kick at a time.
Mom always knew what to say, but sometimes I wondered if anyone else understood how much this meant to me. School, homework, chores, they all just felt like things I had to get through to get back to football. The pitch was my real home, but then came that day. The day everything changed.
Hey, Pipsqueak, give us that ball or else.
How about this? If I can score against all of you, you leave him alone. Deal? I don't know where that courage came from, but as soon as I felt the ball at my feet, everything else faded away. It was just me, the ball, and the goal. And in that moment, I knew I could fly.
That was quite impressive, young man. How would you like to play for a real team?
I should have been excited, but all I could think about was leaving home, leaving everything I knew. My heart raced faster than it ever had during a match.
Son, sometimes opportunities only knock once. It's okay to be scared, but don't let fear stop you from chasing your dreams.
As the train pulled away, I saw my town shrinking in the distance. The familiar streets where I'd practiced every day faded into a blur of color. I realized this wasn't an end. It was a beginning, my beginning, the first step towards becoming the striker I'd always dreamed of being. As the familiar faded away, I felt a mix of fear and excitement. But with every mile, my resolve grew stronger. This was my chance, and I was ready to give it everything I had. So, there I was at this fancy academy. Everything was so big, you know? The field seemed to stretch forever, the goals towered over me, and the other players, they were like giants.
Listen up, newbies. This isn't your backyard anymore. You're here to become the best. I expect blood, sweat, and tears.
And that's when I met him, Hiroshi, the guy who'd become my biggest rival, and eventually my best friend, though I didn't know it yet.
Nice footwork for a country boy. But can you keep up with this?
Whoosh! His feet moved so fast, they were almost a blur. I gritted my teeth. I wouldn't let him show me up. Training was brutal. There were days I could barely stand, my legs feeling like jelly, but we kept pushing, day after day, side by side. But I couldn't give up, not when I had come so far, not when I thought of everyone back home. Hiroshi and I, we pushed each other. Every drill, every sprint, every shot. It was like a never-ending one-on-one match. Our rivalry burned hot, but it made us both better.
All right, team, here's the lineup for our first official match. Takeshi Hiroshi, you're on the bench.
Bench? After all that work, I felt my stomach drop like I'd missed a step going downstairs. But then I caught Hiroshi's eye. We both knew this was just the beginning of our fight. The match was intense. Our team was struggling and I was itching to get on the field. My leg bounced nervously as I watched from the sidelines.
Takeshi, you're up. Show me what you've got.
My heart was pounding so hard I could barely hear the crowd. This was my chance. And then I messed up, badly. The ball slipped past me and the opponent scored.
Psst, psst. Maybe the country boy should have stayed home.
Those words hurt more than any tackle. That night I called home, hoping to hear some encouragement. Instead,
We can't keep this up. The bills are piling up, and with Takeshi at that academy.
I felt like I was letting everyone down. My team, my family, myself. Was this really my dream, or just a kid's fantasy? The weight of it all felt crushing. In that locker room, staring at my reflection, I've never felt so alone. The boy looking back at me seemed small, lost.
Hey Takeshi, don't give up yet. We've still got a lot to prove, you and me. I know how it feels, you know, to think you're not good enough.
And just like that, I remembered why I was here. It wasn't about being the best. It was about never stopping, never giving up. About proving to myself that I belonged here. Thanks, Hiroshi. How about we practice that new move? I bet if we worked together, we could make it unstoppable. As we headed to the field, the sunset painting the sky in brilliant oranges and reds, I realized something. Sometimes, your biggest rival can become your greatest ally. And maybe, just maybe, that's when the real magic happens. The final match of the season, my heart was pounding so hard I thought it might burst out of my chest.
Takeshi, Hiroshi, you're up.
As we jogged onto the field, Hiroshi and I shared a look. No words needed. The next few minutes were a blur of motion. Passes zipping across the field, the thud of the ball, the shouts of teammates. With each successful play, I felt lighter, faster.
Takeshi, this is it.
Suddenly, time seemed to slow down. I saw Hiroshi setting up the pass, just like we'd practiced. In that moment, I saw flashes of my journey. The early morning practices, the lonely train ride, the struggles and triumphs. I took a deep breath. This was my moment. I leapt into the air, my body arching backwards. The ball connected perfectly with my foot, and I just knew. Time resumed its normal pace as I watched the ball soar towards the goal. The keeper lunged, but it was too late.
Cool. What an incredible bicycle kick from Takeshi.
The stadium erupted. My teammates swarmed me, Hiroshi ruffling my hair with a grin. But through the chaos, I saw them. My parents in the stands, tears streaming down their faces. As I stood there, basking in the cheers and the glow of victory, I knew this was just the beginning. So, that's my story. Or at least the start of it. Who knows? Maybe one day you'll see me playing on the world stage.